Hey Taylor, how you doing? Got your work up? Okay, so this first page, I remember. I mean, I know I understand the intent. You're showing a reverse on color, and then you're showing your black and white, and then you're showing your version. I get that, but it's really confusing to the viewer because we don't know what we're looking at when we first open this. It's like, what is this? There's four different logos, and they're all jammed right on top of each other. So you're really kind of defeating the purpose here by diluting your brand on page one by showing it with so many other variations. I hope that makes sense. I would just show your logo on this first page. Move to the next page. Now this page is, what is this? This is your combined business card. Okay, I think. Yeah, this is business card. Okay, all right, I see where I'm at now. Okay, so there's that big page. Okay, so here's your business card. Now I want you to see something. Watch my cursor. Okay, I'm gonna come down here and show you the size. You're at 3.75 by 2.25 with my command R. That you can see. Bring those rulers down there. You can see that you're well over the size of a business card, which is 3.5 inches wide by 2 inches high. So this is an enormous business card. I think the front of the business card, you've got something working against you here, Taylor, and I'm going to explain it. Let me see if you can if you can see what I'm saying. Okay, this is such a good design. It's actually remarkable. It's gorgeous. The negative space doesn't smack you in the face, but when it creeps up on you, it's just the timing is so nice that it's just such a pleasant surprise to see the negative T and the TH designs. It's gorgeous. Why? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You're junking it up by throwing this stuff right underneath it. This is so trendy right now that I don't see you as a trendy designer. This isn't a trendy logo. I mean, it's timeless. It's gorgeous. So why are we going to try to do this trendy thing right underneath this really classic, timeless logo? For that reason, I would recommend you maybe consider taking a different approach. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. Nothing is wrong here. You've done nothing wrong. It's just a different approach that I think is a little bit trendy in this particular situation. Plus, you've got everything, got this whole composition right here jammed up right underneath your logo, which is really, I think it's compromising your branding. I would reconsider that layout on that business card. I don't even think you need any of this right here, just the logo. Then on the back, you've got this wonderful use of negative space and color. Very nicely done. Good hierarchy. One thing I would recommend on the business card is including a mailing address. The reason I say that is because as the business card logically progresses into the letterhead is assuming this is traveling by mail, right? So there's going to have to be a address on it. And if you're going to add an address to your letterhead, you might as well add one to the business card. That's my reasoning. Okay. All right. So I think just that centered logo on that page, or maybe not even centered, since you got this wonderful negative space over here. Maybe you take that spot right there. And then on that logo page, you go right down there and place your logo right down there. Might be kind of cool to play with that negative space, right? Okay, so anyway, or maybe even take the reverse of that and over here and then place your logo down over there. Think about it. What I'm trying to say is that you've got wonderful negative space here, then you've got this centered symmetry, kind of boring, up here. Okay? All right, so to the letterhead, and the one thing I was saying before about the letterhead, and we can clearly see it here again, is you're forcing the letterhead to be pushed over here. And this page just looks wrong. It's just imbalanced and it's just wrong. It doesn't look comfortable or inviting, Taylor. And the reason being is because you've got this little tiny typographic letterhead in this big page. And so you're kind of forcing the type to get fit in this little area. And the reason is because your contact information is encroaching on the live area of the page. For that reason, I would recommend really reducing that. You don't have much room to do anything with your logo here. So you're kind of stuck there. I wouldn't move it up at your end. But this, I would definitely reconfigure that to open up this whole area of the letterhead to make it that much more versatile. Okay, folding portfolio. Good job. One thing I want to remind you here on this is that this is a leave behind piece, which means that one way or another, you're going to get this to the person who interviewed. Good grid use, by the way. Nice, very nice grid use. Although you're a little inconsistent right here. Looks like that's 3 by 3. It looks like this isn't. It's trying to be, but that is broken grid right there. So think about that. Anyway, as I was saying, so the idea behind this is that this is going to, one way or another, this is going to be get in the hands of the person who interviewed you, like the leave behind, or the person who interviewed you, or a potential client who you talked to about the possibility of doing work. So presumably this person has already got your contact information, already got your resume, already got looked at your portfolio, already certainly knows of your capabilities. So why give it again? They've already got your contact information. That's how they got a hold of you to interview you, right? They've already know your skills and knowledge. They've got your resume. What you want to do here is say, okay, to remind you, this is who I am, and show your work. And show it, and you use all 4 panels to show your work. Show things that you didn't show before. Remember, this isn't a portfolio. It's just not a recap of your portfolio. It's a way for you to show some additional stuff. If you have some favorite illustrations or something cool that you really like, throw it on here. Okay, typography is good. I would say one thing, though, is right now I think that this, would be a much more interesting if you were to bring the leading a little closer together. Almost get those touching, because you're using all caps. There's no descenders to worry about. So I would really think about getting those. I think it would be interesting to get the leading, close that leading down on there. Excuse me. All right, that's what I got. If you have any questions or comments, I'm right here. I'll feel free to let me know, and I'll see if I can clarify anything. But other than that, I think you're doing really good. Just a couple of small things here in terms of consistency and presentation, but I think you're right in there. That's really good work. All right, good job, Taylor. Thanks.